I'm Matt Bichard with NAREITsREIT.com here at the 2016 Leader in the Light Working Forum. Joining me is Kevin Hagen, Director of Corporate Responsibility with Iron Mountain. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for doing this.
Now, Iron Mountain's business is a little unique among the REITs that are here at the Working Forum. What are some of the special challenges that you face in the area of sustainability that maybe some of your peers don't?
Well, I think the first thing to start about with is how we're similar. And we are a real estate company at the core. We run over 60 million square feet of space just in North America. However, that's our tenant situation is different than a lot of tenant situations because we're a data management, data storage company. Our approach is a little bit different. So we do have a few different challenges. So one example is that we have a physical infrastructure that we have to worry about. So energy and energy efficiency and the use of resources as a built environment is important to us, just like any other REIT. Some of the different things, though, would be, for example, our customers are very concerned about customer data privacy. What we do is protect their data privacy. And so that becomes very material to us. What's going on in material of customer data privacy is important. Another example would be how we take care of our communities and how we operate in communities, or our people. And we have a lot of employees. So how we engage with employees, employee safety are important issues to us.
Now, Iron Mountain posts its corporate responsibility reports online. How important is it to be transparent in this area, and are there ways or areas that you could be even more transparent?
I think transparent becomes the currency of the realm around sustainability. There really is no substitute for it. And there's a fair amount of skepticism of corporate efforts around green and responsible behavior. I think the only way that we can really engage with stakeholders, whether it's customers, our communities, our investors, or the NGO community, is by sharing information about what we're doing, why we're doing it, sometimes how we're not quite getting it done, but where our intentions are and where we have successes. It makes our successes so much more powerful when we can also share the rest of the journey.
And lastly, can you talk about a specific project or initiative in the area of sustainability or corporate responsibility that best exemplifies what Iron Mountain's trying to do in this area?
I think it's really important to look back at the way we did things and analyze why they were successful. And what we find is that there's a formula. We can actually reapply that formula in lots of places, and it usually starts with there's no problem here, and then it goes to that's impossible, and then there's a box that says miracle happens here, and that's the creativity and innovation of people and usually more collaboration, more engagement and innovation that delivers an amazing new solution. And then it ends with the last piece, which is, oh, that's not sustainability, that's just good business. And that formula tends to repeat itself. An example that we've just experienced is in a renewable energy place. Early on, we didn't really pay attention to energy efficiency that much. It's not that much of our cost structure. But then we realized, well, it's growing really fast, and there's a lot of volatility in it. That's a business uncertainty. We started looking at energy efficiency and the way we use energy. And then we started to ask ourselves, through those metrics, where does our energy come from? And what we found was a lot of brown energy places. And that was impossible to change. And then we were creative. And recently we've gone through a process of installing solar on our buildings, working through partners who are putting solar in buildings. We've got a couple of megawatts of solar installed already. And what we found was not only was that a good idea, but it stabilized our rates and it actually reduced our costs against grid. That wasn't that hard a decision after all, right? And in retrospect, that's not sustainability, that's just good business. And we've recently applied that to a much larger portfolio and completed a wind power purchase agreement that's around 40 megawatts of new wind turbines being installed in Pennsylvania to power some of our facilities in the Mid-Atlantic.
Kevin, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate the work here.
For more on this and other sustainability news and information, be sure to visit REIT.com.